Morning everyone, welcome to my Flosstube channel. I'm Stitchy Gem, also known as Gemma. This is Flosstube number 11. It is the 2nd of June and it is a beautiful day here in Rochdale. How is everybody? Hope everyone's doing well. I'm in my 2nd week off work and I've managed to get lots and lots of stitching done. We went to my mum and dad's caravan in North Wales. I took them their Peruvian Castle cross stitch that I did for them. I put it in a simple grey frame. I have got a picture. I will try and add that here. Because obviously now that is at their caravan. They loved it. They always love anything I give them. They're typical mum and dad. So yeah, so that was first FFO, and I've had time to do a couple more. I've had some finishes, plenty of whips. Yeah, so it's been really productive. So I'll get cracking. I'll go through my finishes and my FFOs first. So this was a Stitch Mania start that I did. I think it was my first Stitch Mania start. It was only a little one. It was the, I should have got this out of the packet. It was Love Stitching by Mill Hill. So I finished it. It's not fully finished. It was done. It was really quick. So there is my finish. I really like it. And I'm still not unsure how I'm going to finish it. If I'm going to make it into like a little hanging ornament, or I might attempt to make it into like a scissor fob or a thread keep or something like that, or stick it in my stitchy journal that I'm yet to put anything in. Lots of plans for it, but nothing in it yet. But yeah, that's that. I finished that at the caravan. Nice and simple. Probably the first Mill Hill kit I have done that's got so few beads in it. The only beads were around like the hoop. There's a few and the scissors, and then a few on the hearts and the stitching. Will, I showed Will when I finished this, and he was like, "It's cross stitch inception. You are cross stitching a cross stitch." I was like, yes, I like that. So yeah, really like that one. Happy with that. That's my first finish. My second finish, and I've managed to FFO it already, is my Peruvian Castle. So I posted a picture of this on Instagram yesterday. I took this one to the caravan with me as well to finish it off. And here it is. Peruvian cats. It's mounted on board, and then I found like I can't remember what it said on it, but it was like a live, laugh, love type quote thing. I found it in the charity shop. It was £1. I brought it home and Will saw it on the table and he was like, "Why have you bought that?" I was like, "I'm doing something with it. It's not going to be on display as this." So yeah, so I mounted that on my mounting board, and then glued it to the sign. So ready made, good to go. I added the little pom-pom trim, a bit more colour. I was originally gonna paint the boards, but then when I'd cut the board, I realised it covered more or less the whole thing, so I was like, you know what, I'm just going to stick it on there anyway. Nice and sturdy. So that's currently been living behind me on the cupboards, whilst I decide where it's going to live permanently. But yeah, I'm really happy with how it turned out. Really love it. I did it on an 18 count Ada from Peruvian XStitch, and I stitched it in Classic Colourworks. I cannot remember the colours. The border was in Anti-D. The red is bandana. The green is bejeweled. And the yellow, I can't remember what the yellow was called, but I thought they were really cool colours. Also not mentioned, the pattern is from Peruvian Flair on Etsy. Anna, she's a lovely lady. She's actually doing another sell, this time a free sell, a new pattern she's released called the Lovebirds. I've not got a picture of that because you had to sign up for it, and she's not released the first pattern yet. I think the first pattern is the border, which gets released, I want to say, on Saturday, and then I think they're every week or every other week. So, and I think the sign up has closed for that. But I will probably show that in my next video. I still need to pick my fabric for that. I need to have a look at what I have, try and do it from stash, and I'm not sure what colours I'm going to do it in. It looks really cool. It'll match, it'll go really nicely with this. Yeah, I love her stuff on her Etsy. It's really nice. So she's Peruvian Flair. And the next one I'm doing now will be the Lovebird sampler. So that's lovely. Then I have another FFO. I finally got round to framing my mermaid. Mermaid Verde by Nora Corbett. I finished this a few months ago, and she has sat in a pile of other things that need fully finishing. The frame was another charity shop find. This was £1 again. It came with like a florally vintagey print in it with a mount board, but I saw it and I was like, ooh, that could be the right size for the mermaid. I did consider painting the frame. Originally I wanted like a light blue, but I quite like it's a bit shabby chic. Yes, so she is finished. I got her in the frame and I've finished it, and I shut it all up, and I realised the Ada was slightly wonky, but when you're looking at her from afar, I'm trying not to get a glare from the window, you can't tell. So yeah, really happy with her. I love her. The beading, the colours, the fabric I picked, I'm really happy. The fabric is 16 count salamander from Jardin Designs, and I did it in the Call for Colours, all the Mill Hill and everything. So that is her fully finished. Next time you'll probably see her, she'll probably be in the background of my video. I'm going to put her where I usually film, in the chair. I wanted to sit on the floor this time. I have quite a bit to show and I have it all spread out around me, so yeah, she'll probably be behind me next time in the chair. So yeah, that is my mermaid. Love her. Okie dokie. So next, not a full finish, kind of finish, it's a whip, but I have a page finish on my Hade on Bilbo Baggins, mini Bilbo Baggins by Kate Powell. We have a page finish. I'm so happy. So happy. Should have done this before I started. There it is. Page 1 is done. I did take this to the caravan with me, but I didn't touch it. After I filmed last time, I picked this up and I was like, let's do this, and I finished it. I finished a lot of B5200 on the white. Was a struggle, and there's going to be a heck of a lot more on this next page, but we'll soldier through. but I love how this is coming along. I absolutely love it. Love it. I'm doing it on a 20 count Ada. So I got needle minder. I'm doing it 1/1 as well. And needle minder is Hobbit needle minder. That is from Needle Say More on Etsy. So that is, I'm classing that as a part finish. So then I do have some new starts. I don't have as many as I thought I would with Whitmania, with being away and busy. Even though I'm on holiday, I've only had a couple more new starts. So I took this away on holiday with me as well, and it is called Maggie the Messmaker, and it's a Dimensions Gold Collection kit. I can't take it out of the packaging because the floss, the threads. So it's Maggie the Messmaker. If you can see it, it's a cat. It reminded me of my cat Lolly, so I had to have it. And this is sat in my stash for over a year now. It's more or less full coverage. There's a heck of a lot of thread in there. But I've enjoyed my start. I enjoyed my start on it. Show you where I am. Doesn't look like much. So that is where we are. Looks like nothing, does it? So this is the top of the sewing machine, and then that is like a vase, and it will have flowers in it up here. So that is a couple of days stitching on that. It's on 16 count Ada, like a beige Ada. It's quite stiff, but it should soften up the more I handle it. And then my Corgi Bum needle minder is from Don't Step on Your Needle on Etsy. She's lovely. I've bought loads from her. They're really good needle minders. I like the acrylic ones. I find they're stronger, personally. So that is that. One to start. And then I talked about my Kristin, the mermaid. I'm going to put a picture in here because the one I have printed out is no good, does no justice. My colour printer was dying, so it was all stripy, so you don't get her in her full glory. So I'll put a picture in if I can remember how to do it. But yeah, I've started my Kristin, the Arctic Ocean Mermaid by Meridian XStitch Designs. And this is where we are. This is 4 days of stitching. I didn't take her to the caravan. That's better. But we got home. It was Saturday afternoon. I thought, you know what, I'm going to get her started. So we have, this is top of her tail and her bottom, her belly. I have started to work on like her bikini top. This is the start of her hair, and that is a Dinky Dyes, which I'm loving using. And then I was like, I really want to start doing one of the whales, so I started one of the Beluga Whales, and as you can see, that is where the page finishes. Where there are gaps in her tail, that Krynic will go in there. And where I thought I'd bought everything for her, I thought I had the Krynic already, I didn't, so I had to go and place an order. So I'm waiting for that to arrive, and then I can fill in the gaps, because there's quite a lot in her hair. There's quite a lot all over the place, the Krynic. So that is where I am with that. This is on. Last time I was wrong in my video. I said this was 18 count Ada. It's actually 16 count. I bought this off eBay. My new favourite place to buy fabric. I'm waiting on some more arriving. that I'm hoping will go well with my bushland quaker that I talked about last week. Like a lemon opalescent I've gone for. Let's see what it looks like. But so yeah, eBay, really good place to look for fabric apparently. So it's like an emeraldy green. It's showing up pretty well on the camera, and she's looking really good on that. I'm loving it. And this whale, oh, I love it. Real good. I'm doing 2/1 for her, and it's just coming along really nicely, really quickly. I mean, I've been able to dedicate quite a lot of time to this over the past few days, but going really, really quick. I love it. So she will hopefully get her done, maybe not for my next video. Oh my goodness, no. But yeah, I can get it done quicker than I thought I was. And my needle minder is an octopus. That is also from Don't Step on Your Needle on Etsy. She had a sale, I bought a few. So that is Kristin. So we worked on a few other wicks. I worked on my Eiffel Quaker by Jardin prive. Had a bit of progress on this. I'm doing this in Classic Colourworks. So I'm doing it in apple fritter, mermaid spin, oh, they're getting a bit tangled because they're getting used, and antique lace, but I'm not sure if I'm going to need to change that. Oh, I appear to have lost the needle off that. Oh no, I haven't, I moved it there. Anyway, so this is where we are at with this. So I think the last time I showed you it was a mania start, so all I had done was the Eiffel Tower and the ear. So I've done everything else. So we've added the bird, and we've done a couple of the motifs that started this motif here, and we've put Paris in there. That is where we are at. So I wanted to do the French flag. The blue and the red look really good, but as you might be able to tell, you can't really see the white until you get like really close. So I am not sure. I mean, I've not done that much white on it. There's only the bit in that one motif, that little rectangle there. I don't know whether to change it out for something with a bit more grey, or do I just stick with it? What are everybody's thoughts? Do I backstitch it? Is that just adding work on something? I'm doing this on an 18 count grey Ada 1/1, and again my needle minder. She's a bit blurry, but you can kind of see it. Sally from Nightmare Before Christmas. Again, don't step on your needle. Or Etsy. So yeah, happy with the progress I'm making on this. It's coming up really nicely. Really enjoying doing quakers. The little motifs, they feel like mini finishes as you're doing them. So yeah, enjoying that one. But again, the white, unsure what to do about that. So I leave that for a little while. So that is that one. And then, oh, I've not got this out of the bag. Hang on, sorry, there'll be some crinkle. I also worked on, no, not that one, that one. Let Us Be Friends by Bothy Threads. Worked on this one as well, got a bit more done. Oh. Needle minder so you can see what I've done. So the last time I showed this, I had more of the face done and this little bit of greenery here. So I've done the body, well, some of the body, so I have added this bit on. So it is coming together a little better now. The little guinea pig has a body. And again, as I always say when I talk about my Rendell design stuff, the speckles are a problem for me on the fabric. I like it, and I like the overall look of it, like with the speckles and stuff, because it's like the artwork, but it does confuse me slightly. Stitching, if you're not paying attention, I'm just glancing at it and I'm like, oh, there's a stitch there and there shouldn't be, but oh no, it's just a speckle. But hey, that's just me. So that's that, and that was all my whips. Haul, I mentioned I have some Ada on the way. Hopefully that should come soon. I was hoping it'd be here for the video, but what can you do, hey? But as I said quite a few times now, we went away and we did a lot of mooching around charity shops. Wherever I go, there is a charity shop and it's open, I'll be in there. So I have quite a bit that I found in, well, a little bit of haul. So first off, floss. These are brand new, they're not used or anything, but it packs of like variegated. So you've got pinks in that one. There's a yellow, which would be nice for spring, like Easter patterns. There's a green. Ooh. A purpley one. A more like darker pink with like reds in it. And then like a rainbow one. So I bought these. There's 12 skeins in a pack and they were £1.50, and I got 2 packs. They were in the British Heart Foundation shop. So they'll come in handy. And the milkers, I'm going to use them very soon. I'll talk about that in plans. So that was that. Then we went in a local hospice shop. Will was buying a book or what, I can't remember what he was getting at the counter, but they had like a glass cabinet on the counter and they had like bits of jewellery and brooches and things, and I saw this. That would be Dodger from Oliver and Company. Fun fact about me, that was the very first Disney film I saw at the cinema. So I saw him. I was like, I want him. I was like, well, please ask the lady, I want that one, please. So I'm going to attempt to make him into a needle minder, I think. I've ordered some magnets. Let's see how it goes. So I've ordered him. And then they had like a little basket on the top with like handmade little brooches. And I was like, ooh, lovely. They would also make good needle minders, so I was having a rummage. All the while, Will saying to the lady behind the counter, she's going to make needle minders out of these, and she's like, oh, I don't think she knew what he was talking about, but I found this one. You can't really see. So the handmade like little brooches. It's a little bird. They had some like cameo ones as well, but I liked the bird, so I got that. This wasn't in the charity shop, but we go there every time we visit the caravan. Now, the caravan is in Quaker, and it's not far from a town called Porthmadog, and not far out of Porthmadog there is it's not RSPB, but it's like a nature reserve, and they get ospreys there every year. They do have a live feed, you can find it online and stuff. And the main pair that come back every year are called Mrs. G is the female and Aaron is the male, and they've come back this year. They did lay 3 eggs, but none of them survived, unfortunately, this year. They have been really successful in the past, but not this year, sadly. So we paid them a visit because I like to go with my camera, and they have like loads of bird feeders and things around, and they do apparently get otters there because it's by a river. I've never seen an otter there. I think you would have to sit there a very long time to see an otter, but we have seen some. I can't remember what we have seen, but they have like telescopes and stuff set up so you can look at the ospreys on the nest and stuff. Anyway, where am I going with this? They have like a little shop and they sell osprey merch, and they've done some new pins. So that is Mrs. G. So I bought her, and again I was like, that's a really nice size for a needle minder, so I'm going to attempt to make that into a needle minder. So that is needle minder haul. Back to the charity shops. Went through a few, found a few books. So the first one I found was, I got these 2, I think these were from Bernardo's. They were £1.50 each. So we've got Quick and Easy Cross Stitch Kit by Dorothea Hall, and we have Cross Stitch for Special Occasions, again by Dorothea Hall. Now I saw these. I have started being a little more selective about what I find in charity shops. You can usually find things, and I used to just, it's cross stitch, I'll buy it. I think I need to be more selective because I'm getting lots more stuff. So no, let's look through it. If I'm going to actually use it or not. If I'm not, leave it for someone else who will love it and will stitch stuff out of it. So I was looking through these and I was like, oh, I don't think there is anything I'm going to stitch out of these. They're from 1992, I think. Yeah, 1992. And they're pretty, some of it's pretty old-fashioned. But I was looking through this special occasions one. There's some quite nice stuff, like there's a traditional red sampler there. Quite nice. Some Christmassy bits in there. Not too bad. But then I was like, what is that? That's incredible. And it made me chuckle. So I was like, I'm buying this for this pattern alone. And it's for a tea tray. And it's a Victorian mouse and frog. They're in clothes. They're paying a visit to a lady. He has flowers. And I was just like, yep. Animals in clothes. Mice and frogs in clothes. What's not to love? That's worth the £1.50 alone. So we got that one. So then I picked up the next one that was on the shelf. And again, I was flicking through it and I was like, I don't think this is for me. This is a bit traditional. Not what I would like. Not that I would not like to stitch, but just not something I would have in my house, really. I mean, there's pretty flowers. Pretty flowers. Birthday cards. And again, animals and clothes. So these they've done as paperweights. There's a mouse there in her nightie and her nightcap, and then another little mouse in her bonnet and cape. I was like, they're just too cute. I'll have you. And then there was another one. I quite like that pigeon. I'm not sure it is a pigeon, but I'm calling it a pigeon. I quite like that. I think I will do that. And then they've done these as like jam pot covers, but it's a sausage doing barbecue. I mean, it was just so weird. I was like, yep, buying that, sold. Sausage being a bit of a cannibal, let's have it. So we bought that one as well. And then another book, I found Jo Verso book in another British Heart Foundation shop. I have another one of hers, I think I've got Picture It in cross stitch, that I found second hand as well. So this is Cards and Keepsakes. What I was drawn to was the poppy garland there that they've used on a birthday card. Really like that. Can't really show these because it's just all pattern. But there's like stuff for cards and keepsakes for like holidays throughout the year. So there's a page for Halloween, there's Christmas, baby, marriages, birthday cards, 4th of July, Easter. Yeah, there's some good stuff in here. I like, oh, can I show that? Yes, I can show that. 12 Days of Christmas, quite nice. And then I do want to show them, where's the Halloween cover up the pattern. But I quite like the boo, thought that was a bit cute. So yeah, so that was £1.50 as well. So bargains, and I probably will do that stuff. And then we went in Cat's Protection shop in Port Maddock, and they had a basket. They always have like craft corners in Cat's Protection shops, I've noticed. They had a load of knitting patterns, and then there was a basket, and it was full of cross stitch kits off of magazine covers. The good thing though, because a lot of the time the patterns aren't with the actual kits, they're in the magazines that they came with, and you don't always get those with the kits that you find in charity shops. But this person was super organised and put the patterns with the kits. So there was quite a few. I went through every single one. I didn't, again, I was like, at first I was like, I'm having all of these are all mine. I thought, no, don't be greedy. Look through them, decide what, and then make a decision. So I picked one pack, and it was £1.50 for 2 kits. So the first one that was in the pack I got was a Margaret Sherry one, and it's a little cat in a hammock enjoying his holidays. And as I said, came with the page out of the magazine with the pattern on. Super helpful. And then the next one that came with it was this, like, it's called Oriental Elegance, and it's by Julia Hawkins, and it's just like a little elegant lady, and this is all like backstitch and stuff, which I thought was quite a challenge. So I got that as well. I thought she looked quite cool. I thought for £1.50 for the both of them, yes please. Yeah. So that was my haul, all for about a tenner. Not bad going. So I've enjoyed doing Mania, so it got me thinking, like, I know that Jolly July, Christmas in July, is a thing, and I was like, is it too early for Christmas? So I was like, no, I could do Jolly June and July if I wanted, because I went through and I made a list, because I thought, oh, I don't really have that much like seasonal Christmassy stuff. And actually, yes, I do. So I thought I would show my plans for Jolly July. It's a bit early, I know, but glorious sunshine outside, but hey, let's stitch Christmas. So the first one, I have a little pile. The first one I have, I've shown this before, it's a Mill Hill kit, a mouse trilogy, and this one's mac cheese. It's a little mouse in a Christmas hat. Where's Christmas cheese? Again, kit comes with everything. I will be starting that. It's on paper. Next one is another Mill Hill, Woodland Holiday Crimson Cardinals. I did not pay £15.60 for this. I bought it off Facebook Marketplace for £5 a while back. It's quite an old one. 2003, and there was like 6 in a series, but I like that. I like the birds. I like the birds, and it's something I've not done before. This kind of like bell band, treasured stitching band. So I'm going to start that. Then quite a while ago, a friend was getting rid of some of her mum's cross stitching stuff. Her mum was moving house, didn't cross stitch anymore, and wanted to have a clear out before they moved house. And they were selling a box of stuff, cross stitching stuff, for I think it was 20 quid, 25 quid. So I was like, yeah, I'll have that. So I went and got it from her house ages ago. And she's like, oh, here's the box. She's like, oh, my mum's got all these magazines as well. Here you go. I was like, oh, fab, thanks. So I'd not had a chance to go through them. So I got the box out and I got the magazines out and I was going through them. And I came across this little pattern. So it's Christmas Chickadee. It was in World of Cross Stitching, issue 118. Not sure of the year. I don't think it says anywhere. I think it might be 2006. But anyway, but I just liked him. I thought he either looks really angry or he's really enjoying singing his Christmas carols. So I might start him. Cute. I mean, it's only small. He's 54 high by 44 wide, but he uses like 20 colours. But yeah, I like him. So I found that in one of the magazines she gave me, so we'll do that. I'll start that. And then I have a few more patterns. So we have a Heaven and Earth Festive Beeline artwork by Lisa Parker. It's gorgeous. Remind me of our old cat Felix, so I had to buy it. I do have the fabric for this. I could get this started as well. So also, sorry about the state of my hair. I have just had a shower, so so yeah, I'm going to start that one. Then I was looking, I have a folder full of patterns that I've bought and downloaded. And then I have this one from Lindy Stitches called Merry Manatees. So that is made, oh gosh, that is made into a drum. I'm not sure if I'll make it into a drum, but it looks cool. I like manatees and they're celebrating Christmas, so I mean the turtle, he has a present on his back. I mean, and there's fish with Santa hats, so that was sold. I am going to do my scribblings. I wanted to do a Classic Colourworks conversion, so I'm going to do that. So there's that. And then the last one I have is from the Witchy Stitcher, and it's called Season Screamings. So it's Halloween / Christmas. We like that one. I like that one. Lollipop Stitches has been doing this one. It's just, I love it. I've got some purple opalescent fabric I'm going to do that on. So that is that. That is Christmas plans. Christmas in July plans. And then, because it's, well, it was the 1st of June yesterday, and it's Pride Month, I was like, oh, what can I do to celebrate Pride? And I was like, oh, I have that new variegated floss that has more or less all the Pride colours in it. What can I do with that? And I thought, I'll look through the patterns that I have already. What can I make? Rainbow. So I decided I will start my Wild Violet cross stitch Flosstube and Chill, and I'm going to do that in my rainbow variegated floss that I got in the charity shop, and I'm gonna, it will fit on this. Let me see. I mean, it's like 60 by 60, so I've got this 18 count Ada that's like confetti. Can't really see it on the, if I fold it you can see it better. There you go. So it's like confetti. So I'm going to do that with that. Won't take me long at all. Might start that today. So that is everything. Thank you very much for watching. I'm glad I've managed to keep up a bit of a schedule. So maybe every other week is what I should be doing going forward, maybe. But yeah, I hope you've enjoyed my video this week. I hope everyone is keeping well. There's a lot more restrictions being lifted here in the UK now, so it feels like it's getting a little bit back to normal. Been able to go in a pub, which was great. Cinemas are open, so I'm looking forward to going back to the cinema because we love going to the cinema. But yeah, it's starting to feel more normal again. And yeah, just I was able to hug my mum the other day, which was amazing. They've had both their doses, I've had one. We saw them briefly at the caravan and my mum was like, come here. So I got to hug my mum, which was amazing after nearly 18 months. Yeah, so good times all around. I hope everyone else is doing well, still keeping safe. Yeah, so I'll see you all next time. Bye bye for now.